Hello everybody, welcome to Boston. It is January 30th, 2021. A very, very warm 19 degrees Fahrenheit, -7 Celsius. I was being sarcastic there. I'm actually freezing myself. The time's around 4:30 p.m. and I am at the intersection of Beach Streets and John F. Fitzgerald Service Road. This is my first live stream in Boston. If I were to walk all the way to the end of Beach Street, I will reach the South Street Station. No, not South Street Station, it's just called South Station. That was the station that I got off at yesterday, getting off the Amtrak train from New York City. But I am here at the entrance of Chinatown. Here is a park, and we have the Chinatown Gateway, along with a very, very nice artwork over there. But let's get started on this walkthrough of the downtown area of Boston. Let's get started. NY Muscle asking if it's cold. It absolutely is. Very cold here. Very cold. I think it might be the coldest day of the year right now. Blake Raymer with 10 Canadian. Hope you enjoyed Boston. I really enjoyed it when you visited in 2019. Yes, I know I'm already gonna enjoy it. I'm gonna be here for about a week in Boston. Yeah, I'm staying with my brother, the Chasing Chinster. Yeah, we're on Beach Street now, walking into the Boston Chinatown. But I sure picked a very good time to come to Boston in the winter time when it's freezing cold. Ham HB asking what I'm doing in Boston. I'm traveling. I want to have a different change of pace and show people a different location from time to time. But this is the heart of Chinatown. It's the fourth most popular Chinatown in the country, I believe, after San Francisco, LA, New York Chinatown. But there's a lot of Chinese restaurants here, very densely packed with each other. I did record a Boston Chinatown video that will be coming up in the next few days, so I won't go too much into the Boston Chinatown. I will walk to the end over here at Beach Street and head towards the downtown area through Chinatown. Jacqueline Gongas was here in 2018. All right, very, very cool. If anyone missed my Action Kid Extra video, I explained my travels here. That I'm leaving New York City and where I'm going, and I will be here in Boston for about a week. Thank you, Jack Shikoff, for the 40 Russian rubles. Appreciate it very much. You can see me, I am very well prepared for this. I got a very nice hoodie, fur-lined scarf, heated gloves. This will keep me warm for a long, long time. We got a parking lot over there. 18 bucks for the parking lot here. But this is not the cheapest bargain for a parking space on the weekends. Dave Dennis saying that they would suggest a nice walk through the Back Bay and along the Charles River. That would be awesome. Maybe I can go there on this live stream today. We will see.
See if any of your viewers know the best place to park on the weekends if you're coming into Boston. If you're visiting Chinatown.
So my brother is asking if the viewers know what the best place to park is, where the best place to park is if you're coming in on the weekends.
It's like a trivia question.
It's a trivia question because we know. But this is Washington Street and Beach Streets. I think this is the extent of the Boston Chinatown. I think we will head up there because it looks like the Paramount is there. I wonder how these sound. I never pressed one of them. Sounds exactly like the one in New York City. Wait. But I guess nobody knows where to park because no one answered. And where would the place be?
It's the Post Office Square, right in the financial district outside of Chinatown. And on Saturdays and Sundays, you could park for $9 all day.
$9 at Post Office Square. All day parking. I guess we'll go, right? I mean, is this light going to change anytime soon? Valerie's saying, so glad I'm getting to visit my brother. Does he want to tell his first name?
Yeah, my name is Gary. Did I hear that?
Yeah. My brother's name is Gary. He has the Chasing Chinster YouTube channel, and he's also revitalizing his Weak Fingers YouTube channel. Yvette asking if I'm leaving New York City for good. No, I'm not leaving New York City for good. I'll be back there before the Chinese New Year. Wow, look at this. 1,000 laughs, dandy dances. This is a really exquisite piece of artwork. Chris Jin saying to go to the Boston Common. Yes, we will head over there eventually. Cafe Logos asking if he lives in Boston. He lives in the Boston metropolitan area, but he doesn't live in the city itself. But it doesn't take us too long to get to downtown. Here is Boylston Street and Essex Street. There's a subway station here. This is the actual Chinatown subway station. By the way, Boston calls their subway system the T. I know it's a strange name, but that's what they call their subway system, the T line. And if you want to say their city name proper, it's Boston. I know I'm probably butchering the Boston accent, but so we're gonna look at the city map right now because I do not really know where to go out of Chinatown, but this map will hopefully help us guide us out of here. So Chinatown is somewhere here. Oh, there we are. So Chinatown Station. Why don't I just walk up Washington Street? Or maybe head over to Boylston to the Boston Common and then go up Tremont to this area, Boston City Hall. That'll be a plan.
Fun fact, Washington Street, I believe, is the longest running street in all of Massachusetts.
Okay.
It runs very far south of Boston.
All right, so that might be the longest running street in the state. So Boylston Street to Boston Common. I think it might be that way. We'll find out. Yeah, that's Boylston. Yeah. And we just came from Harrison, so I think if we make a... All right, we'll just figure it out, because the Boston Common is not too far. If we don't see it, then we just turn around. Brian, say that's to the Common. All right. DW with $2 Canadian. How is the train ride, kid? And try the Freedom Trail. Yeah, eventually I might do the Freedom Trail. I kind of like to just explore and see things rather than have a trail guide me to places, but that might be nice. Here's another parking garage. Sharon asking if that's ice on the street. Yes, dangerous ice too, because right now it's like -7 centigrade. Anything that's water will probably freeze like in half an hour. You can see they got bike lanes here. But Boston takes care of the roads pretty well in terms of snow and ice. They know how to prepare for it. All right.
This is Boston Common.
Yeah, Boston Common's here. There's also a subway station here, the Boylston station on the Green Line. And if I continue, what happened?
Emerson College, one of the finest art schools in the country.
Emerson's over here, okay. I knew I should have brought the second mic for you. I didn't expect my brother to join me today in my live stream of Boston, but might be a little bit hard to hear him because I'm only using one microphone. Dill923 Gons asking which is a better city, Boston or New York City. Depends on the person, really. Some people, they like a quieter city. Some people like the hustle and bustle of New York City. But if you were to ask me, I like New York City a lot more, just because there's a lot more things to do. But Boston's got its charm too. It's got snow, which New York City doesn't have anymore. You could still find snow in Boston. Look at this. You could walk all over this fresh powder. And
Watch out.
yeah, you gotta watch out of the yellow snow, he says. Yeah. Brian said there's more snow on the way on Monday. Yep, quite possibly. It may even hit New York City as well. It really depends, because that weather model is kind of hard to predict right now. Some people are saying it's going to hit Boston. Some are saying it might hit New York City more. So I don't really know. Benji's saying it's supposed to be getting a foot in the New York area. Yeah, we'll see when that happens. There's a tiny cemetery over here in the Boston Common. Looks like there's a monument right in the middle of the Commons. Not really sure of the significance there. Brian likes going to Boston when it's not cold out. And I'll still go to Boston when it's cold out, especially if it's to meet family members. And why not visit during the winter time? You get nice views such as this. The snow all out and the brick roads. It's less crowded here. And the holiday decorations are still up here. Look at this. There's a pavilion here with some holiday lights. This looks like something out of a movie. All this snow and ice. TAG asking if I left New York City from Penn Station. Yes, I did. I took the Amtrak, the Northeast Regional train. That looks like an impressive monument in the middle. I'm gonna check that out after I come here. Brian say they did film some movies in the park. I'm sure they did. It's beautiful. Look at this. I like when there's snow on the ground like this. Christine saying, you heard Boston traffic is as bad as New York City. It can be sometimes. There was a little bit of traffic heading into the downtown area. Steve Royal with $4.99. New Yorker, but you love Boston. Enjoy. Oh, thank you, Steve. Appreciate it very much. Thank you.
I think Boston's worst traffic in the city, in the country.
What? Boston's the worst traffic in the country?
I believe so.
Worse than LA? I know LA people talk about it
more.
more.
Verify that, because LA is very expanse. Like, it's very like you can't really get around without a car.
Oh.
I think Boston's really population dense.
Mary's saying it looks beautiful, snow covered. It does. It really, really does. For those of you who say that it's too cold to come up here, if you're prepared, it can actually be very nice. I like all this snow here. It's beautiful, beautiful sunset, and it's more quiet down here too. SW is saying my brother's coat sure looks warm. It is warm. Definitely warm, right?
Yeah. The only thing that's cold in my hand.
Yeah, I got the heated gloves, he doesn't. But even the heated gloves, they don't work as well as you think when you out in the cold like this for a while. We're gonna check this thing out. This thing looks very cool. Kind of looks like a war monument to me.
If people are into American history, they'll love Boston.
Yeah.
I think the State House is just further up north.
Yeah. Christian S saying we have the worst traffic. Too many people work in the city by not enough live in the city. A lot of commuters and bad traffic. I can see. Joey Goa lives in Massachusetts, in Worcester, Massachusetts. Worcester. I still cannot pronounce that name correctly. Worcester, and it looks like Worcester, so go figure. The commuter rail goes to Worcester from South Station. We are going to find out what this monument is. To the men of Boston who died for their country on land and sea in the war, which kept the Union whole, destroyed slavery, and maintained the Constitution, the grateful city has built this monument that their example may speak to coming generations. Wow. Fantastic monument. Now it's even perfect. Let's look at the sunset. It's a Civil War monument. Some person's taking pictures. Let's head up this way towards the downtown area. Carl Lore saying it'll be fun Monday. They're saying it's gonna snow from DC to Boston. Have fun doing my Black and Shadow channel. Yeah, if it snows in Boston during that time, I may be out here making snow videos for my second channel. You know, despite this being a very cold day, there are a lot of people out here in the Boston Common, more than I expected. Here's a nice playground, the Tadpole Playground. Christine Burnett with $5. Thank you for braving the cold. Have a great time in Boston and love your videos. Thank you, Christine, for the $5 super chat. I will be exploring more neighborhoods in Boston as well as posting more videos from here. Dale saying that Boston has good Italian food on the north end and good Irish food on the south. I'm sure there's a lot of great food around here, especially the seafood. After all, Boston is known for the Boston clam and lobster, right? And what happened to my gimbal? It kind of messed up. All right, I hope that doesn't happen again. Yeah, maybe too cold for the gimbal. Only 20 minutes and it's acting up. Yeah, that one right there, right? Isn't Faneuil Hall up there that way too? Oh, that way? The State House is that one? Okay. All right, we're going to the State House now. Still walking through the Boston Common. I still can't get over how pretty this looks right now with all the snow. And all these paths look like perfectly aligned with each other, not really like Central Park. SW saying clam chowder is New England. I kind of recognize that from before. I was like, wait a second, it's New England clam chowder, but Boston is the largest city in New England. So it still counts New England clam chowder in Boston. I guess the path to the State House is closed. They're renovating it or something. Yeah, we gotta go on the street and then go around. Yeah. Yeah, Nightbot's spitting out the facts about the weather in Boston. Marjorie Duidan or Duidone, thank you so much for the $5. Good afternoon, Action Kid. Stay safe in Boston. Have a cup of Boston New England clam chowder on me. Stay warm, my friend. Appreciate it very much, Marjorie. Oh, we can go this way. Perfect. Andy saying it's -7 in Boston and Toronto's -3. Ooh.
Boston may also be the city and the country with the most Dunkin' Donuts per square mile.
What? You serious about that? There's more Dunkin' Donuts here.
I mean, you walk 5 feet and there's another Dunkin' Donuts.
Really?
And then there was a Dunkin' Donuts over there, and I wouldn't be surprised if on the next block there's another Dunkin' Donuts.
Wow. Rita Morris, you saw Boston in the snow. You grew up here. Awesome. This is the first time for me to see Boston in the snow. Cafe Lotus saying there's a whole Saturday Night Live skit about Boston having the most Dunkin' Donuts. All right. Ella Lorraine, or L Lorraine, thank you so much for the $5. Love your channel. Appreciate it. So this is the Boston State House. It looks very nice, very grand, I should say. Also a nice statue at the top there. Dale Traverso with $10, indoor dine if possible on me. Thank you so much, Dale. By the way, if any of you are interested, I just released a Patreon and members only video this afternoon about our lunchtime where we indoor dined, only for the red panda tier or higher, or the silver tier and higher on Patreon. Oh, it's the start of the Freedom Trail? Yeah, I see. Awesome jacket too, $5. Oh, sheet. Action Kid, I'm in Boston right now. Holy sheet, yes. Especially because it's cold out, right? No one expects me to come up here when it's cold out. I went from a place that's pretty cold already, New York, and now I am at a place that's colder. All right. This is the Bullfinch Entrance. And the start of the Freedom Trail is over here. You see the brick trail? If you follow this, I think it's about 2 miles, right? I forget.
I think it's longer than that.
It's more than that?
We walked it the whole thing in the summer one time and we were exhausted.
Yeah. I think it takes like, what, 2 hours to walk the whole thing maybe?
Wouldn't be surprised.
Yeah, but here it is, the start of the Freedom Trail. Freedom Trail, Boston. But if you walk this entire Freedom Trail, you'll go through a lot of historic sites. This is the Freedom Trail. We're walking on it right now. Follow the brick road like the Wizard of Oz. Except it's not yellow.
Dunkin' Donuts.
Oh, another Dunkin' Donuts. Dun 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 dun. Sounds like the same crosswalks at Mexico City. They make that sound. Oh look, Freedom Trail, Park Street Church. I guess we're unofficially walking the Freedom Trail now. Somewhat. Yeah, we can do that to get to like Faneuil Hall, and maybe from there we'll go to like Back Bay. That might be a plan. Okay. Johnny's saying if we can see the TD Garden. I don't know where that is.
I think it's that by the north, right?
Yeah. Some of these names in Boston, they're very confusing. Like you have the,
Where the Celtics play.
yeah, you got the South Station, North Station, Back Bay, which is kind of like not in a bay, it's like north of Boston. It's weird. Real with £5. Thank you so much. Saying hi, Action Kid. Thank you from Sharon, Dean, and Rosie watching from the United Kingdom. Alrighty.
The reason why it's called New England is a lot of these town names are after English towns.
I know.
So maybe some of your English viewers can help us out with the pronunciation.
I know. So many English names here. Even on the way here on the train, we have New York, New England, New London. How much more English can we get, right? New Brunswick, maybe. Greenwich in Connecticut, that's also English. All right, Kyle Johnson with $2. What food is Boston most famous for? And for that, I'll turn the question over to my brother, who's a Massachusetts resident.
Yeah, Boston baked beans, the seafood, lobster, and clam chowder.
Clam chowder.
Yeah.
All right, clam chowder. I don't think I'll get a Bostonian accent after I'm done with this trip, so I'll keep my New York accent. All right. What's some Boston slang, you know?
A packy. A packy is a liquor store. So.
A packy.
Yeah. And then a water fountain is a bubbler.
A bubbler is a water fountain?
Yeah.
A buggy, a shopping cart.
Buggy is a shopping cart.
A buggy.
Or sorry, shopping cart.
Shopping cart. Wow. Wicca pissa, right?
Wicked pisser.
Wicked.
That means something's cool.
Josiana Torres, thank you so much for the 5 Brazilian real. Like this live stream is Wicca pissa. Park Street Church, another historic area on the Freedom Trail. Thank you, Mighty Bull of Wall Street at $4.99. Good to see you expanding. Thank you, Mighty Bull. Appreciate it very much. Hope you're liking my very cold outfit right now. Allison Quinn, $10. Thank you, Allison. Appreciate it. So this is James Otis Tombstone. Still following the Freedom Trail. Is New England chowder white or red?
White.
I think it's mostly white. I never heard of a red one. And here's David J. Sargent Hall, Suffolk University.
But Benjamin Franklin
Yeah.
is buried there.
Oh, Benjamin Franklin's buried in here? Cool. This is a granary burying ground established in 1660. Paul Revere was buried in this ground. All right. We got Dutch Maz in the house. What's up, Dutch Maz? You may like it here because there's a lot of history in this city. Lawrence Lopez with $5. Welcome to Boston. AK and our hometown lovey, Marianne and Bronson. Wicked Pissa. All right, so I just got a pop-up on my phone that says my charging has been slowed due to cold temperatures, and my phone will charge normally when it gets warmer. So hopefully I'm not destroying the life of my external battery pack, but it's still a 99% charge with 35 minutes into this live stream. DD Terrio with $5. Manhattan clam chowder is red. Thank you, DD Terrio. I think that's the first time that I got that message with that battery power bank plugged in. Big Fly 123, thank you so much for the $1, and Allison Plant $5. White's New England clam, and red is Manhattan clam. Here's another. Another Dunkin' Donuts. Where? Where? Oh, it's around the pillar here. That's why I didn't see it. Oh, look at that. Phil at McLaughlin, $2. Am I gonna walk by the Cheers bar? Where's that? Here's a hotel, the Army Parker House. Looks very grand. And we also got this interesting looking structure across the street, the King's Church. No, King's Chapel. You can see Boston has some bike infrastructure. I guess if we ever get cold, we can always hop into the endless amount of Dunkin' Donuts, right? And get some more hot chocolate to warm us up. So where did the Freedom Trail go? It disappeared. Oh, it's that way. King's Chapel here. But it looks like it's closed. You can't even go in there. Faneuil Hall's that way, right? I think so. This kind of looks familiar to me over here. By the way, look at this dangerous sheet of ice here. You gotta be careful. This is Center Plaza. Thank you so much, El Silvage with 50 Brazilian Real. You were there February pre-COVID. Love the clam chowder, good memories. Thanks for the video. Thank you. And thank you, Stephen Darrow with the $4.99, and Maximiliano Hernandez. San Francisco chowder is better than Boston's. Yep, I think this is it, right? Tremont Street and Court Square. Government Center subway station.
That's City Hall.
Yeah, that's City Hall. We'll head to City Hall. This is the Government Center. Got Bank of America here.
There's Dunkin' there, and then there's Dunkin' there.
What? There's another Dunkin'? Oh my gosh. We should measure how many steps it is from that Dunkin' to that Dunkin'. All right, let's do that. This is ridiculous. How are these Dunkin' Donuts make money? Because they're so close to each other. All right, so I'm gonna start underneath the sign. I'm gonna count my steps to the next Dunkin'. All right, Dunkin'. Thanking Michael Carson $5, enjoying the walk through Boston, although probably a little warmer than you. All right, so we're at this Dunkin'. We're gonna count our steps. 100, 101, 102, 103, 106, 7, 8. I lost count already, but 120 steps. Give her about 118 steps to this Dunkin' Donuts. Wow. And thank you, Juan J.R. Vargas, for $5. Brothers, stay safe. Have a load of fun. This Dunkin' Donuts is literally across the street from Dunkin' Donuts. Why did they do that? Is there another one within reach? Watch the next Dunkin' Donuts be like down there. Thank you, Allison Klein, for $5. Almost looks like Lower Manhattan around Wall Street. It kind of does. And Borge back in with €5. Appreciate it. There's so many Dunkin' Donuts. So I guess, well, this is the subway station. Random Mattel, thank you for $10. Hit the Hamptons sometimes, maybe want to see where the 1% live. I was there during the summertime. It was pretty interesting actually, but for me it wasn't my kind of lifestyle. I didn't really see too much to do over there. So this is the Boston City Hall. Grand building. Yeah, you gotta be careful. There's also black ice here, so be very careful. Of course, there's ice next to the City Hall, right? Who are you gonna sue if you slip down here? I think the answer is pretty obvious. Yeah, you gotta watch out for this. Annabelle Holland with £1. Thank you so much. Appreciate it. Here's the Old Colony Trust building. All right, that's Faneuil Hall, I believe. Yeah. William Morton with $4.99. Welcome to Boston. There's a Dunkin' in the government center as well below us. What? Wow. There's a Dunkin' in below us. Is this like the highest concentration of Dunkin' Donuts in the government center? All right. The Quincy Market's up ahead. And you said it wasn't the Quincy Market, right? It's the Quincy?
Quincy.
Quincy?
Like, replace the C with like a Z.
Oh, Quincy. Quincy, not Quincy. My goodness. Can we even go down from here? Well, if we can, at least we have like a good view. So we could look. Yeah. Okay. So, all right. We have an overview of this public plaza here. I believe that is Faneuil Hall. This is this new like Sephora building that they recently built that I hate because if you drive by here, it's hard to see Faneuil Hall and it blocks the whole view. It sucks. And then Quincy Market or Quincy Market is behind it. And they're doing some more construction over there with the crane. And I don't know what this clock tower building is, but that looks very fancy. All right, let's find out how to get down from here now. You have any ideas? No? Straight into the left, jump.
Or we could go down those stairs.
Yeah, let's go down the stairs instead. Just don't slip down them. John A. and Petey with $5. Thank you for the stream and showing me around Boston as I've never been there. I hope you enjoy your time there with your family. Thank you, John. I've been here a few times to Boston, but never as an adult. This is my first time going to Boston as an adult and actually like making videos here. But I've been here a few times. Not too familiar to me. Layla and Ireland with €5. Hi, Action Kid. Thank you for another walk. Oh, I'm gonna hold on to the handrail because this might be a little bit slippery, especially with marble and stuff. So I'm going slow. Joe, has I ever been to Fenway Park? I've driven by there. I haven't been in there though. Josh, thank you so much for the $5. Yeah, this marble is very slick, so I'm taking it really slow down these stairs. Even though there's like no snow here or ice that, as far as what I can tell, I don't want to slip. Okay. Wait. Does it say wait? It yells at us. By the way, Massachusetts is famous for their bad drivers, and we call them what?
Massholes.
Massholes? Okay.
But in my experience, I cycle a lot, like Action Kid, and bad drivers are everywhere. So you have to pay attention at all times.
Yeah. Not just the massholes, but everywhere else where you may be cycling.
That's a sheet of ice.
Oh my gosh. That's a lot of ice here. Who's this fine sculpture of? Is that Sam Adams? Yes. Yeah, and there's a lot of ice here, so we got to be careful meeting Mr. Sam here. I'm gonna do the penguin walk where I walk the waddle. You know my penguin walk, right? The penguin walk. All right. Sam Adams statue with Faneuil Hall in the background. And you can see this area is built up now because I guess they want more tourists to spend money around here, so they put up that Sam Adams tap room over there and this Sephora building, which I don't agree with the Sephora building because it makes it very hard to see. But this is Faneuil Hall. It's a historic meeting site. Oh, where's the Freedom Trail? Oh, it leads over here. Okay. Here it is. I think they might be closed now. They have to be. Yeah. There isn't even a doorknob on this door. But wait, we could look inside the doorknob. Do you see anything? I don't. Too bad. I tried, folks. I tried to look in the doorknob, but nobody's inside. Yeah, unfortunately. There's a brick road over here. That's kind of cool. And there's also the Freedom Trail Road. And here's the Quincy Market. Is Quincy Market named after John Quincy Adams? I don't know.
I believe so.
Yeah?
Well, there's the city south by the coast called Quincy as well.
Oh, there's another one called Quincy. And then there's the North Market over here. All right. Oh, Uniqlo's in here on the Quincy Market. Wow.
You gotta pronounce the Y.
Quincy, not Quinza, Quincy. Oh my gosh. It's gonna take me a long time to learn Bostonian. Oh my gosh. The ceiling is freaking leaking in Quincy Market. Quincy. Look. They've got a flood in there. Wow. You see that? They have like buckets and buckets of water that are overflowing. Oh my gosh. Clean up on aisle 5. Big time. The roof is leaking. No wonder why it's closed. Ooh. That is a flood. So I guess this is the shopping area of Boston. South Market. This isn't the same as Back Bay, right? Back Bay is somewhere else.
Yeah, Back Bay. I think it's more north.
Oh, it's more north from here?
I believe so.
Okay. Yeah, I think it's like more near the water. Because we're on like the southeastern side of Boston. Yeah, we're not far from it, but it's a little bit north. Oh, we gotta go this way? Okay. Maybe we'll head over there. Uniqlo, Faneuil Hall. But this Quincy Market is closed. Back Bay is to the south of me. Saying one Itara. There's a lot of nice little stores here. If you look. Christmas in Boston. There's also a Christmas in New York too. Building. Wait, we can go into Quincy Market from here. All right. Quincy Market, Quincy, forget it. Quincy Market. Wow. So this is the area where it got flooded if you look over to the left. Too bad it's closed though, because this looks like a very beautiful building. All right. Much better to walk in here. And my gimbal's acting up again. Do I have to do this every like 20 minutes to reset it? Yeah, at least it's warming up here. All right, so we got a revolutionary Boston store. Oh, it's a museum store, but it's closed. Wagamama, which is a restaurant. All right, let's go. So it's the Quincy Market, not Quincy. Okay, we got the Black Dog, Urban Outfitters. You know, I didn't even comment on these like lights. They're really kind of cool. Wagamama. Has outdoor seating as well with propane heaters if you need. Who is this lovely guy? Larry Legend Bird. Larry Bird.
Basketball player. Hall of Fame.
Oh, Hall of Fame.
Isn't he known for his shooting? He was a shooting guard.
Oh, shooting guard. I can get a nice picture with this guy.
Well, in purpose, India also.
Hey. Jimmy saying haven't been to Beantown in years. Used to travel there for work a lot in the cold winter. And why is it called Beantown? Because of Boston baked beans? Is that why? Boston baked beans. Okay. So the water side is up ahead, the Long Wharf and the aquarium. Ooh. We will take a look at that. Yeah, let's see some water because we're in Boston and we didn't see the water yet. And we got a big mound of snow in the middle here. It's like dirt, compounded dirt now. Banana Republic, up to 50% off. Isn't there always like a 50% off at Banana Republic?
It's always some sort of sale.
Yeah.
They tell you the t-shirt's worth $100 and then they'll say you get 70% off and you think it's a good deal. But you're still paying $30 for a t-shirt.
Wow. My brother shops at Banana Republic a lot, so he knows how the games play there. Banana Republic. And what street is this? Boston. What is that? Boston Harbor Island? All right. Tommy Cash with $5. More excitement in Harvard Square, Cambridge. Jump on the red line. I'll do that another day. But right now we're going to be exploring around here. On this side of the river.
There are small islands here, and you have to take a ferry to get out there. But to see the Boston Harbor Island, I think you can take a trip out to Governor's Island, and I forget what the other one is called.
All right. So here's the Long Wharf. Why is my thing getting all messed up? Wisconsin Rails, is the Boston Tea Party somewhere around here? Or did it happen somewhere around here? I don't think it's this area. I think it was the other way. Yeah. This is the Boston's historic North End now. Whoa, look at this. Look at these lights. This is cool. Wow. The Boston North End. I'm glad they didn't remove all these holiday lights yet because I still get to experience the holidays while I'm in Boston, even though it's like way more than a month over. Wow. I'll let them get their Instagram pic first. We're good? All right. Here's how it looks. We got some blue light here. Ooh, look at that. Whoa. Wow. Gorgeous. Mal is saying the Back Bay is not too far from where I am. I think Back Bay is to the left of us. Let's see some water.
Back Bay, I think, is the predominantly Italian neighborhood.
Yes.
Yeah, there's a lot of shopping there too, I heard. There's two main streets there. I forgot the names of them, but
Yeah, I think more than we think.
Yeah.
But like, not really more.
well, there's the water, folks. Boston's over here. I mean, the Boston Harbor's over here. Go walk along the water. I still can't get over how pretty this looks. This is neat. This might take a while to take down, which is probably why they're leaving it up for more. Lewis asking if I could use my prism. I actually didn't bring it with me on this trip. I didn't want to risk traveling with it far away and then having it break because it's full of glass. So I'll save it for another time. Plus my suitcase was full this trip because I needed to pack a lot of winter clothes. Going to such a place, you gotta pack thick clothes. Long underwear, coats, boots, so that takes up a lot of space in your suitcase. Alrighty. So now we have some water. So where's Back Bay? I think it's to the left. I gotta look for it. Dave is welcoming me to the area of Boston. All right. Oh, Back Bay is the other way, past the other side of the common. All right. Maybe we'll get there, but I don't know.
You've got time to go.
Yeah. We may have to walk through some more areas in order to get to Back Bay. Suzanne Lanza with $10. Love your YouTube channel. Thank you. Yeah, we gotta go to the left and then southwest in order to get to Back Bay. Neon 99 with $9.99. Boston's a beautiful place. Thank you for this walk. Right now we're walking along the waterfront, the harbor walk over here. But let's head over back to the Back Bay area. I think Little Italy is up this way. Yeah, Little Italy is this way. Here's the Christopher Columbus Plaza they're leasing right now, if you want to stay here. But quick note of warning, the winters here are brutal, just like today. Isaac M, have I used the MBTA subway yet? No, I haven't. I did not take it yet, but I plan to maybe one of these days. Andreas Bobson saying it seems way cleaner than New York City. Yeah, that's what really impresses me about Boston, is how clean it is. It's almost impeccable, to be honest. Boston does a great job keeping its city clean. I don't know why New York City is so dirty all the time. Maybe it's because people don't care to throw their litter away in the bins, or the government doesn't clean up correctly. Will's saying to walk through Beacon Hill on the way to Back Bay. Where's Beacon Hill?
Oh, wow.
I gotta look it up.
There's so many stairs.
Beacon Hill. There's a lot of stairs there?
Oh, yeah.
Seriously?
Oh yeah, that's like the end of the freedom.
Oh, we gotta go this way. Alright.
Like the end of the freedom.
Yeah. I was already in Beacon Hill, saying Josh. Okay. We gotta go to the Park Street Church, Boston again. Alright, I guess we'll get walking directions. It'll be 26 minutes to Beacon Hill. It's behind the State House. So we gotta make a right on Cross Street, and then make a left on Sudbury, and that'll pretty much take us to Beacon Hill. Alright. Right on Cross, left at Sudbury. That's what Google Maps is saying. So here it is, Atlantic and Cross. Well, this looks like a very car-centric street. So we're going to be on this street for a while until we get to Sudbury. Seems like there's some residential buildings here already up this block.
Seems like 4 o'clock.
So there's a highway over here. It says to the left is the government center, and we see it over there. That's where we came from. Quincy Market, Quincy Market, Faneuil Hall, Boston Common over there, and the north end is to the right. Here's Fulton Street. Hey, Fulton Street is also in New York City, in 2 different boroughs. Wonder if it's the same person it's named after. Johnny's saying on every block there's a Dunkin' Donuts. I didn't see one for a while now. Back Days with $5. Welcome to my playground. Enjoy. Thank you, Back Days. Liz from Toronto is saying you can tell it's really cold because the ground's chalky. Yep, you should know it because you live up in Toronto. It's colder here than in Toronto, which is surprising. All right. Yeah, definitely a busy street here. A lot of cars. What building is this? That looks like a fancy building. Yeah, Little Italy, but it's also called the North End. Yeah, North End. Yeah, North End restaurants over here. I guess we won't go because these cars are going now. Already an hour and 10 minutes into this live stream. I think Back Bay will be our final destination of this live stream before we end it. How you feeling? Cold?
Yeah, my hand's cold.
Your hands are cold? You got hand warmers?
Yeah, they died.
The hand warmers died?
Yeah.
Wow. I didn't even open up my hand warmers yet. I still have my heated gloves on low. And that's keeping the frostbite away for now. Thankfully, it's not too windy. But on low, these gloves, they last up to, I think, 6 or 8 hours. Alright, so we need to make a left on Sudbury Street. You know, we can get a look at some restaurants over here right now. This is the North End, but we can see some restaurants here already. Mother Anna's restaurant, High Gear, Temporary Fashion, Romano Florist, Luca. This is Hanover Street and Cross Street. Yeah, it definitely looks very lively over there. Maybe we'll save that for another time to go over to Hanover Street. I'll save that for another video. But right now we're headed to the Back Bay through Sudbury Street and Beacon Hill. Thank you, MRD Wilkster with $5. Thanks for showing all Boston. Been almost 20 years since I was there. John A. Petey with $2. Brand of the heated gloves. Oh, it's the Velazio heated gloves. I should have it in the video description. And I'll also update the video description with my hat that I'm wearing too after this live stream's over. This is Salem Street and Cross Street. There's a lot here in the North End. Wow. Morton Street. All right, I definitely have to come back here to the North End. Pan-African Exodus with $5. How long will I be in Boston? I'll be here at least a week. All right, left on Sudbury and we'll head into Beacon Hill. This will lead right into it. Christine, will I be home in time for Lunar New Year? I will. I definitely will. All right, let's cross Street. Kane Dine wishes saying we're far from Back Bay. It's a walk. About half an hour, I think. That'll be a 2-hour walk in this cold. I'm not sure if my guests are gonna make it there, but I will. Right?
Well, we'll make it.
You'll make
You
it?
gotta remember, I'm originally from New York City too.
Yeah. I know.
And I've only been living in the Boston area. I'm actually in a suburb north of Boston, and I've been living there for about a year. So I'm learning myself.
Yeah, he hasn't come down to Boston too often in order to sightsee. He only comes down here really to work.
With COVID, most of it's from home.
Yeah, with COVID, most of it's been from home. So I didn't get any more messages about the battery dying out or slowing up charging, so hopefully it stays that way. Here's the Government Center parking lot. Oh, here's Congress Street. Congress Street, I think it's the important street. Ding-dong, ding-dong. Congress and Sudbury. Thank you, Chris Pontilio with $3.99. Here's this for a coffee and $1 for that homeless guy. Thank you so much, Chris. Appreciate it. FFC saying there's crazy amount of new construction in Boston. Maybe only Miami and New York City have more. Also tall skyscrapers in Boston. No doubt about that. Laurie saying, does the area have indoor dining available? Yes, it definitely does. We had indoor dining for lunchtime at a Jamaican restaurant. To find out what we got, you should consider joining the Red Panda YouTube membership or the Patreon Silver tier, because I released a member exclusive video today. All right. So is this considered Beacon Hill yet? I don't think so. Neon 99 saying hopefully New York City opens indoor dining yet soon. Well, I know that indoor dining is going to be opening up again on Valentine's Day, February 14th. Halil asking if I'm going to visit the historical sites of Boston. We did a little bit already, and now we're going to do some more heading towards the Back Bay. So Mallow Hawk saying we're not in Beacon Hill yet. That's what I figured. It's about another 10 minutes to Beacon Hill. Walking. In fact, I think Boston is a very walkable city. Everything is very concentrated here. Jerry Magnum with $5. Thank you, Jerry Magnum. Appreciate it very much. We have to walk up a hill to get to Beacon Hill. Uh-oh. What was that? Did you just step on a popsicle? Oh, it's ice? This cold weather's starting to get to me now. I feel it in my ears. Jan from the Netherlands, when you think of Boston, you always think of more than a feeling. Oh, we the music band. Oh, here we are again, back to the Center Plaza. We were here before, except further south. I don't know, is the Boston music band from Boston? I don't think so, right?
Look at that big bike box.
Big, oh wow. Giant big bike box. Jaywalking's allowed in Boston, right? I see people jaywalking in Boston, so. You know, I think we're going up the hill now. E. Mincy was $7. Thank you, E. Mincy. Oh shoot. The hill's that way?
No, you keep going. We have to go to the bathroom, so we're gonna go to Target.
Oh, I need to go too actually. Let's go.
Alright.
I can always turn on a be right back screen. So you can take over the live chat while I'm in the bathroom. Or no, I'll just turn the be right back when we're in Target. So yeah, this is actually Beacon Hill.
Oh yeah, I remember we walked up the Beacon Hill.
Yeah, I think it's huge. Well, huge comparatively to the terrain we've been walking on, which is all flat. But I'm sure it's nothing compared to like Washington Heights in Manhattan.
Generally south of Boston is very flat, like the Cape. And then
Yeah,
north, you get toward the mountains.
that's true.
Boston's not far from New Hampshire, which is pretty nothing.
Mm-hmm. Goodness, there's a lot of tall buildings here. Yeah, Target's pretty close by. All right, we are going into Target to do some nature calling. It's a long way into this Target. We gotta enter all the way in the corner. I think the cold weather makes us go to the restroom more. Because I just went to the restroom before I started this live stream. Another Dunkin' across the street. All right, folks, we will use the bathroom inside Target, so stay tuned. All right, we are back, but Target does not have their restrooms open, so we have to go back. We're actually gonna head back towards the government center area, not towards the back bay. I'll save that for another time, just because I don't know how the restroom situation is over there, and places are closing up now. But I think this is a precursor of what to come if I'm going to be walking around Boston. I have to find places with public restrooms available. We were able to go into at the South Station pretty easily earlier, but right now it might be a little bit tough.
Harder when it's cold and there's
Yeah,
a pandemic.
it's harder when it's cold and there's also a pandemic, so we can use the Macy's at Downtown Crossing, they said, but I'd rather we just head over here to the government center area towards the post office park where the car is. We could use the bathroom at Dunkin' Donuts, but I don't even see many Dunkin'. Yeah, all the Dunkin' Donuts are closed.
Which is weird.
I know.
So, that statue that we were sitting next to in
Yeah.
Quincy Market, that was not Larry Bird.
It wasn't?
That was the coach of Larry Bird.
Oh, it's the coach of Larry Bird.
Red Auerbach,
Wow.
and Larry Bird's shoes were next to him.
Oh, wow. I got a super chat from Andre V with $5. If you ever come to San Francisco Bay Area, I join you. Be safe, Action Kid. And I think I saw another super chat during the Be Right Back screen. I didn't catch who it was though. Let me see if I could find it. If not, then I thank you for the super chat while we were away. I think it was it John PS? Yeah, John PS, thank you so much for the super chat while we were away. Thank you. Hey, look, scaffolding. It's not just unique to New York City. Except this scaffolding doesn't have much substance to it. It just looks like a bunch of beams and no wood. It's steel, right? This is reopening in spring of 2021. So this is Center Plaza. We're near the government center now. Michael Twist with $5. Beacon Hill is known for their popsicles. Oh wow, thank you for that. Maybe on a separate day I'll do a recorded video of North End as well as Beacon Hill and Back Bay. Tommy Pickles with $5. What's the process like for coming to Massachusetts from New York and going back? Well, if you're not a I don't know, you gotta look at the website because there's different like requirements for different people, but for me, I had to get a COVID test no longer than 72 hours before I arrived in Boston, and also fill out the Massachusetts Health Traveler form. So that's what I did. But going back to New York State, because it's a neighboring state, I don't need to do the COVID test or quarantine. So that's how it is. So going back, I'll have a much easier time. So we're going that way, right? Court Street. So Michael Wallach say Bullfinch NLC Jones Coach Bird. I thought we were going this way. Oh, we are. Tremont Street. Yeah, back to Dunkin' Donuts.
There's one. There's two.
Yeah. Both of them are closed, so it doesn't matter. Doesn't matter if there's another building of Dunkin' Donuts. There's no, it's not open. Too bad the subway stations here, they don't have restrooms. Middlesex 808 with $5. Check out Acorn Street in Beacon Hill during your visit. Very picturesque. Oh, thank you so much. I'll have to remember that. Downtown Boston. Boston, right? Not Boston. B-A-W, that's how you pronounce it in the Bostonian accents. So I don't know where we are now, but oh, here we are, Court Street, and we're heading here, Post Office Park, so it's not far. That parking lot actually has a bathroom inside, so it's actually pretty convenient. John Adams. Oh, there's a court office? No, City of Boston, Boston Public Schools. We are back here again to the Suffolk University. And this is the, I thought this was the Park Street Church, but I don't think so. That was like further back there.
I don't remember what street you're from, right?
I don't remember either. Just check Google Maps.
Yeah, I do want to watch it.
All right, fine. I'll check it. It's hard to multitask here, especially if my phone's upside down. Here, you're the instructions.
Here, it was Washington.
We're headed towards the post office. Is it called Post Office Square?
Yeah.
Post Office Square. Is it because there's a post office there?
Yeah, that's like the center post office in downtown Boston.
Okay.
Hey, there's a Starbucks in my across from it.
Another Starbucks and another Dunkin'. Starbucks might be giving Dunkin' a little bit of competition here, especially because the Starbucks is open and the Dunkins are not, right? Starbucks coffee, Dunkin' Donuts. Dunkin's not open. What's up with this? Come on, Dunkin', you gotta step up your game. Your competitors are open across the street.
They competitors might be each other because they're so close to each other.
I know. They're actually direct competitors with each other.
Nothing like left at water.
Yeah. There's a sandwich shop here. This doesn't even look like it's open. A lot of places here, they close early, man. Look at this. Potbelly's not even open. It's like not even 7. Saturday to Sunday, it closes at 5. Wow. Left this spring? Okay.
Watch your step.
Yeah, watch your step. Paul saying it's disgusting that Dunkin' isn't open. They're open here in Philly. Yeah, what is this? Why is Dunkin' not open?
Only in Boston.
Yeah, that's so weird. Oh, look, it's a art museum or art gallery. That's pretty neat. Kind of reminds me of the Beatles cover where they're crossing the crosswalk. Is that Abbey Road, I think? That Beatles cover? All right. You can actually get lost in Boston because from Google Maps, it looks like all the streets here, they go around in circles or ovals, right? Doesn't it seem like that? Manhattan's got a street grid, but Boston's like, this street goes curvy, this one goes the other curvy, this one goes oval. My gosh.
You ever had the chance to visit Chicago? That's a nice city. It's nice and intuitive. It seems like a grid. And you can go left, right.
I know. And plus, all these streets are not even numbered. It's like Cambridge Street, Congress Street, Park Street, Bourbon Street. How are you supposed to know where you're supposed to go? Washington Street. I mean, come on. There's another Fulton Street. If you're thinking of New York City, you might even get lost in Manhattan, thinking you're in Manhattan. You got Water Street. What is this? Isaac saying New York City wins on Boston on store hours. Yep. That's why they call New York City the city that never sleeps. It seems Boston, 5 o'clock they sleep. Right? Andrew saying it's just like Lower Manhattan. It is. Lower Manhattan, they don't have numbered streets either. Fulton Street, Wall Street, Broad Street, South Street, Pearl Street, Broadway. I mean, how the heck are you supposed to know where you are there?
You're right, that's confusing because I went with some transportation planners and they mentioned names of specific streets and I don't know the names of any of them.
I know.
It's much easier if it's like 115th Ave and 30th Street.
Yeah. And there's also Main Street here and main streets everywhere, so. All right. What is this? Milk Street? We have Water Street and Milk Street. What's next? Tea Street? Coffee Street? What? Milk Street? And we were just on Water Street. You can't make this stuff up. You can't make this stuff up. All right, so we're gonna plug this public parking center, Post Office Square parking garage. $9 on the weekend. You get to park all day. It's awesome. How do we get in here? Oh, through there or... Oh. So remember this, folks. You come to Post Office Square in Boston. It's the best deal for parking, according to my brother. Because the other places will charge you like $15 for like 6 hours or like something.
Or if you ride your bicycle, parking's always free.
Yeah. Riding a bike in Boston, you gotta bundle up even more than New York and watch out for ice. He's got studded tires on his bike now. That really takes care of any kind of ice.
Yeah, when Action Kid leaves Boston, my plan is to do more Boston content. So.
Yeah, you can check out his YouTube channel if you want. But anyway, folks, we are gonna end this live stream here. Get back to the car and then drive back to a bathroom, or if this bathroom at the parking lot is closed. So if you enjoy this live stream, please smash the like button for us, subscribe for some more adventures, and I'll see you next time. Bye bye. Tommy Cash, thank you. Milk Street, they used to bring cows milk uncommon. Oh, that's why. All right, bye bye.